Since today is Monday, I'm not really in a hurry to take a trade. I just want to see if an opportunity presents itself or not. Right? So I'm not under pressure to take a trade to show that just being careful. All right. So we have to put everything we've been learning together so far. Remember that we have our weekly opening price here. And remember the deal. The deal is if we want to buy, we want to be buying below what? The weekly opening price, and we want to buy below the daily opening price. So from where price is currently now, and this is the DXY. From where price is currently now, that means if we were to buy, then we are going to be buying below previous daily low or below previous weekly low. All right. We don't want to be buying above. All right. Should I come again in another manner? Okay. So if we are to look at these assets now, this DXY, right? We have a weekly opening price here. Let me go to the 30 minutes. Probably maybe I'll see something else. So, all right. I think 30 minutes shows what I want. All right. All right. So weekly opening price is here. You can see the weekly opening price here. And our daily opening price, this is midnight opening price today. Price opened here. So if we are going to be buying, right, you can see what I'm showing you. So if we are going to be buying, we want to buy below these lines here. So that will be below previous daily's low. And if we are to look below there, can we find anything? Yeah, it is at a discount range, right? And it is in this imbalance. So I'll be expecting that if I'm going to be buying today, I want price to push down, at least probably to sweep this liquidity. I'll probably trade into this imbalance and then give me some kind of distribution, all right, to take price up, right? So look at the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes. All right. The 15 minutes. Looking at how price is delivering now. All right. Okay, like I said, that would be if I'm going to be buying, right? Now, if I'm going to be selling, I might want to pause a little bit for this morning. Seeing how price has rallied above the Asian high, and there's some kind of structure here. You can see this high, this low, this high, and then this low. Probably price comes into this candle. I don't really know. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's go to E or USD first. I think USD is a bit clearer for me. All right, USD I'll be looking to buy in this imbalance here. So this to me seems like an order block that I want to be buying at. So if price were to come here, I'll be waiting for a 3-minute distribution or a 3-minute break of structure. And that will be below the Asian low. I like the fact that price is pushing down now, leaving this Asian high intact. So if price were to distribute in this place and below this imbalance, let me mark out this imbalance. Below this imbalance, right? So I'll be expecting price to do that. I'm also aware of the previous daily's low. Remember, like I said on Saturday, that the structure points we are looking out for is what? We're also looking out for what? The H4, last H4 close, right? And you can see this H4 candle. This is a low, which is like a liquidity point. And below that liquidity point is that what? Order block and that imbalance. Do you get? Let me mark this out. So that H follows. This is that H follows, which is below what? This zone, this Asian low. Of course, you can also mark out your Asian low if you want to. Already see my own Asian low. You can mark out your Asian highs. All right. So that would be what we are looking at for USD So Euro USD right now. So Euro USD, I like the fact that this previous week's high, let's mark out H4 highs first. But there's no need, I feel, there's no need. You can see how we have swept this previous daily high, but we created the previous H4 close, right? And above previous week's high, there's this imbalance here, all right? So if I'm going to be selling this guy today, I want it to push up, probably into this imbalance here for today, probably into this imbalance for today. I want them to probably push up, give me that break of structure, and then target this lows. But we are not in a hurry to set our limit. We are not in a hurry to take a trade. We are just being speculative. That's if I want to buy or if I want to sell. Now, if I want to buy, you can see how now I like the fact that there's this break of structure that happens now, which is an important lesson that I've learned over time. Now, I used to have a fear of missing out. I will take this as a break of structure. All right. I'll take this as a break of structure. And seeing how price broke this 15-minute structure, you can see low high, low break. You can see I would have set my limit here, probably somewhere here. I've set my limit here to take a trade. And my stops below this low here. And I would have targeted the Asian high. But let's see if this holds. And then target the Asian high. Let's see if this holds. Now let me confirm something real quick. Look at this 5 minutes here. This guy made a low. Let's see if GU made a high. Now look at GU. GU just is dropping. You see that now. There's no divergence yet. So I'm 100% sure that this trade is going to hit stop loss. Now, why is that? Although everything is in place, all your buy conditions are fulfilled, right? It is below weekly opening price. It is below the daily opening price. It is below Asian liquidity. It is at one standard deviation, right? But what is not in place? Timing. We are not yet at London. We are not yet at London. So I've made this mistake a whole lot of time, and I've seen my hands get burnt. So that's the reason why I'm not going to be taking this trade. That's one of the reasons why I'll not be taking this trade. And the second reason why I'll not be taking this trade is why? Because I'm not seeing an SMT divergence. So this is not diverging with what? GU. All right. So personally, I'll be waiting for price to maybe come into this imbalance I'm seeing here. You can see that imbalance. My God, what's going on? What happens? All right. So I'll be waiting for probably price to come into that imbalance, and I'll be waiting for a break of structure and an SMT with GU. If that fails, right? Now looking at this, we can take this as a what? This will be our what? Exactly, inducement. And I can put this at the bottom. And below that inducement, what do we have? We have this imbalance here. We have this imbalance there. So I'm looking at price doing this today. Looking at price dropping probably. Let me just do this somewhere here. Looking at price dropping into that position and reversing. All right. So that would be what I'm looking out for. Let me delete this and delete this so that I can get it before of my trade. And it's clean enough yet. This would be Asian high. This would be Asian low. All right. So let's launch that out. All right. So first things first, I'm waiting for this guy to hit that stop loss. All right. So real quick, let's go to GU and see what GU wants to do. All right. So GU now, we have our Asian high and our Asian low. Now they have rated Asian low, but we don't have a break of structure yet. And we are not in London yet. 2 minutes to London section. Now what can we see here? This to me looks like the inducement. Not sure if this guy might want to fall to this range today. That's if they want to buy. Not sure, but let's see. Let's see what they do. And below that, we have what? We have our imbalance. Oh my gosh. We have our imbalance there. And we have this Asian highs. We have this Asian highs. That will be it. So all that is left now is what? What is left now? We are patient. We are patient to see what price wants to do. We are not in a hurry to take a trade, not at all. Just speculating and seeing what price does. I like the fact that this thing is playing with my emotions. It wants to do as if it wants to buy. And this is where people get into that analogy. It's as if it's going to buy you. Well, I'm not fooled by it. If you buy, it's fine. I don't care. Honestly, if you buy, fine. If you buy, it's fine. But personally, I don't think it's real. Let me do something real quick. Let me overlay my GU. So that I can be monitoring what GU is also doing at the same time. And please, just black and white. for now. Okay, that would be from Nigeria. Let's see. All right. So now we are patient to see what price wants to do. And remember, like I said, we are not in a hurry to do what? To take a trade. We are not in a hurry at all. We are not in a hurry at all. I like what this guy is doing though. Just playing with your stop loss and your emotions. Am I going to eat it? Will he eat it? Will he not eat it? Will he eat it? Will he not eat it? Will he eat it? Will he not eat it? Nigga, I'm not fooled. You want to eat it, eat it. I'm going to buy. But not fulfill my conditions for a buy. So I'm generally out. Oh my god. How was our night? I've been up a while. I've been studying. Well, not for it though. Let me bring maybe people wants to study with me today. Let's see. Uh, okay. Let's check Forex Factory. Let's see the news events we have this week. So for today, we have NZD holiday and AUD holiday. And we have this orange folder for someone's mic is on mute. Slovenians, please can you mute your mic? All right, let me do it, Jonas. Let me mute you. Okay, so let's see. All right. Okay, while we are at this, a lot of people have been asking how to trade the news and well, I don't think there's any special way to trade the news. News just brings in the volatility. So, um, remember what I have been saying now. When you have a red folder on Monday and on Tuesday, you just have to incorporate most of these things together. If price is going to be bullish, right? If price is going to be bullish that week, the analogy of your open high low close. If price is going to be bullish that week, and then you have a red folder on Tuesday or on Monday or on Wednesday, you should be expecting that the news that week might want to take the lows and set the weekly lows. The volatility might push to the weekly lows and then reverse, or it might just start pushing to the high side. You understand? It's very easy. But yeah, tomorrow there's bank holiday on Euro and there's red folder on USD by 3. Now, if this one will be volatile, if this red folder will be volatile, then I'll be expecting it to create the weekly lows tomorrow or the weekly highs tomorrow. That's if it is going to be volatile. But I expect it to be volatile. Then Wednesday, AUD, Thursday, yeah. This Thursday might be a push, a continuation for the push. Then Friday, for that, this might be a classic reversal. But I don't really much care. Anything they like, they should do. Yeah, this guy hit our stop loss. That's not. Yeah, it's stop loss now. Why are you why are you shy? Are you shy? Don't be shy. Can you guys tell EU not to be shy to hit the stop loss? And if you are if you are praying that you should not hit stop loss, ah, well, oh no. All right, what pair is this? This is USD JPY. We went over USD JPY already. I wish you would send it as a link so that I can push it up for everybody to see here. Suppose the law. I know, right? And we're having like 54 people on the call. All right, let me do a roll call. Let me see how many people on the call.
Our stop loss is hit.
All right. No, it has not hit stop loss. That's not. It has. Yeah. So if you took this trade, if you took the trade, I'm sorry, all right? Remember I told you I was 100% sure it was going to hit it. And you see the condition. Are you gaining experience, please? Are you guys gaining experience?
Yes, coach. Yes, coach.
Exactly. So this makes a whole lot of sense. So we are waiting for the first one, which is this imbalance here. Right? This imbalance here. And remember that below that imbalance, there's an inducement there. So let's see what wants to go on. If we can get a 3-minute break of structure in this imbalance, then I'll be willing to take a first risk. All right? I'll be willing to take my first risk. And I like the way this thing is doing like this. It's so beautiful. Look at this. So beautiful. You know that thing that means your stop loss now start going in your way, my friend. Rest. It's not going in your way. This guy is going to continue dropping. And because I said it should continue dropping, does not mean you should not go and sell. Oh, that would be a very reckless trading if you are trying to do that. It would be a very reckless trading because where will your stop loss be now? The stop loss will be at this high, and the risk to reward is so crazy. So don't be there at all. So it's more like saying, let me delete this now. Then you take your trade here, and then your stop loss is high above here. How many pip stops? That's a 14.5. Let's say 14.5. Yeah, I know your maximum stop loss can be 30, but this is crazy. And then what will your targets be? When do you want to hit your 1 to 3? When will you hit your 1 to 3? And you now start waiting with him. Man, that's crazy. It's reckless trading. It's really reckless trading. All right. So for me, because I don't think I'll be able to wait for so long on the call, right? For me, the only reason why I will go long in this place is if I get an SMT with GU. If there's no SMT with GU, I might really not want to take that risk. Now, if price were to come inside this one below this inducement, if I get a break of structure on 3 minutes, but I don't get an SMT, I'll be willing to take that risk. So do you get what I'm trying to say now? My conditions, I'm telling you my trading plan now. I will buy at this place if I see an SMT with G. Why? Because of this inducement here. Now, if I don't get an SMT in this place, but I get a 3 minutes break, I'll be willing to take the risk without an SMT. Do you get? All right. So while we are waiting for that, yeah, I'm with you. All right. So the person that sent that this to me, Oladele Julius, please, I will appreciate it if you can send the link of that USD JPY. But while you send that, let me do something. Let me duplicate this. Let me duplicate this so that I don't miss the setting on that. Remove this. And then bring in what? Bring in USD JPY. All right. So what was our conditions for USD JPY? We're waiting for, okay, I think they took Asian highs. Yeah, they took Asian highs actually. Did they? I don't think so. This is the Asian high. All right, so they've taken Asian highs. After taking that Asian high, they have distributed. So if price were to come back into this place, I might. But my mind is not taking the trade though, but makes sense if you want to take the risk. Actually, everything is in place. Actually, makes sense though. So now, so your Asian low will be a 1 to 7, a 1 to 6, depending. Yeah, so this might be in 80 level, and this might be 5. That's the 1 to 6. All right. So if price were to come back into this place, and that's because of what? That's because of this imbalance here. So taking that trade in that imbalance, and this looks to me like an order block. But I don't think I'll be willing to take that risk though. All right, same. All right, so this is his idea. Here's the JPY 4-hour chart. I like this liquidity above, and above this liquidity is this imbalance here. And you can see for me as well, you can see that was the same bias we were having. You can see that liquidity, that buy side liquidity, and that imbalance there. You can see this imbalance here. This to me looks like an inducement. Now, personally speaking, I'm bullish on this guy, but I feel this guy wants to create an higher low to then push up to create an higher high. So now, if price is going to be creating an higher low, right? Remember that we are going to get a break of structure above. We are going to get distribution above. Now, if you don't know what I'm saying, let me refer a video for you. Let me duplicate this again. Let me refer a video for you on my channel. And if you have not watched that video and you are here, I feel you are wrong. Because that video, I was so what do I call it now? I was so thorough in that video. This price action and liquidity, this very video, this 2 hours 45 minute video. But probably maybe I should send it out again for guys. If you have not watched this video and you're on this group, man, you are wrong. Because this video is a real bomb. Alright, so going back to this. So we have this break of structure here. You can see this low, this high. This is not a break of structure, right? It's not a structure point. So this imbalance might be something I might not want to consider. I'll be considering them sweeping this sell side liquidity here and then trading into this imbalance to create an higher low. But they might go as far as coming down into this place, you understand, which is the exact same thing I marked here. You can see that now. I also marked out that imbalance, and I marked out this previous daily low and previous weekly lows. All right. And if you have to look at that 1 hour, looking at that 1 hour, low Asian lows. I think this was the imbalance we're marking there. So let's see what happens. But yes, you are very correct on the chart. Makes sense. I like your clean chart. I envy you, honestly. I wish my chart can be this clean. I really envy you. So let's go back to this, guys. Oh wow, look at this. Artist Look at this. So they came into that imbalance and then look at the aggressive push up. Wow. So I've been distracted. So let's see 3 minutes. Let's see what 3 minutes is doing. So on the 3 minutes, we are kind of getting a break of structure. If this breaks, right, we can get this break of structure here, then I'll be looking at this imbalance. But the only thing that is not in this trade for me is what? The SMC divergence, which was my confluence, right? You can see this is making the low and this is also making a low. So there's no SMT in play yet. we have to look at it at a larger range. This also is making a low, and this also is making a low. So there's no SMT yet. So I might be willing not to take that risk, even though it is at that my first point of interest. Best bet, I feel we should just wait for it to come into this place. But I like the reaction. If you have set that limit, you should be sitting in some profits now. You have set your limit somewhere here. Your stops where? Your stops below, let's say, this low. Wow, look at that sniper. Sheesh. And then your 1 to 3 or 1 to, I don't like it though. And if this thing goes my way, it will pay me, but I'll be angry, but there's no fear of missing out. There's no fear of missing out. I'm allowed to be angry, but there's no fear of missing out. So my hand is not in a hurry to click any button. My hand is not in a hurry to click any button. Please, are you gaining experience? Are you gaining experience?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is my instructor in school that used to when we are doing networking. And then there's a problem on there's a problem with the thing I'm trying to configure on probably the router. I don't even know if my instructor is in call. If there's a problem on the router or the switch or the server, and then it tells me to troubleshoot it. You know, are you gaining experience? I'll be like, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. So that's where I got that word from. Are you gaining experience? Yes. So there's no fear of missing out. That was all I'm trying to say. No fear of missing out. We are allowed to be angry, but there's no fear of missing out on this trip. There's no fear of missing out. I like that reaction and that imbalance in a whole lot. So let's see. Let's play around for people that. So we're still waiting on this guy, but remember I said this trade looks good to me. Everything is in place. We have swept the Asian eye, but then this range, this high here, and then looking at this imbalance above, I feel they should come a little bit. If we have to look at the range, let's look at the distance. Where's the last high? So this high is low. Let me see 1 hour. All right. So this will be that. This is the lower high. No. Where's the breakout structure? Where's the last high? I think this is the last high. So this is the high. So this is the break. So trying to find the range though. Can someone help me out? It's as if, well, low, high, low, high, break. All right, so this is the trading range. From this high to this low happens to be the trading range. Hold on a minute. Trading range, right? Projection to be. So from this side to this low, right? So that trade, well, is also good. I think it happens to be. Why is that thing not showing? Why is it not showing on the 5 minute? Okay, I'm gonna move it a little bit forward. All right, let's see. All right, so that happens to be at what? It is at a premium, so it makes sense as well to take the trade. That actually makes sense to take the trade. If you're not scared of losing your money this morning, I feel you can take the trade. But for me, I'm just sitting on my hands. Generally on Monday, I'm just speculative. The only trade I'm willing to risk for today is Euro USD. This is the only trade. And this guy seems to me like they are ready to fly. There's already a breakout structure. GU has also broken that structure, leaving this imbalance here. And I'm having a feeling I should take the trade. But there's no SMT there. There's no SMT. Sorry about that. Um, all right. So I need advice. Who is going to advise me this morning? What should I do? What's up? Okay, my mommy is on the call. Mommy, what should I do? Mommy Palasha, please, what should I do?
Take the trade.
Honestly,
It's not going to hit stop loss.
all right. Under one condition, please. If you stop loss, you give me my money back.
Coach,
Don't worry, I'm seeing it from
coach,
the third eye.
coach.
I
If you
just
stop
joined the call now. So what exactly is your problem?
All right. So we said we're going to be taking the trade from this imbalance if we get an SMT on GU. But we don't have an
Okay.
SMT, but we have a break of structure. And it seems good to take the trade. And we are waiting for it to come to this lower point because of this inducement here. We are waiting for it to come here before we can take the trade. But now it seems the price is going well. So should I take the trade? If I'm going to be
Why
taking
should
this
you take
trade out, if I'm going to be taking the trade, I'll be taking it on GU. So people that used to ask the question of which one should I trade? When should I trade EU or when should I trade GU? Personally, I'll be willing to trade GU because GU leaves like an imbalance, all right? I'll be willing to take GU. There's no imbalance here. So I might not want to take this trade. But I'm not taking the trade. Again, today is Monday. I don't want to start
Okay,
my
you
week.
don't usually you don't take trades on Monday, right?
Yes, I rarely take trades on Monday.
You and First Man, you don't do Mondays. So
Uh,
why are you now worried about whether you should take it or not?
it's free money. It's free money, but
Yeah,
then that was
we are our coach, discipline. And if you must take it, reduce your risk. Don't at least if you are going to risk like 50 naira, you risk 10 naira. Simple.
I've never risking anything.
Okay, now you know when you are worried whether you should take it or not, then you know you should not take it.
I know, right? Exactly. Please, Papa,
Check
what are you
GU.
saying?
Code. GU. 5 minutes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm saying it. Yes, I'm saying it. See, we have overlaid it already. There's an imbalance there. Let's see if I
Coach, go on my
so,
screen. Don't take any trade this morning. Look for where you now.
all right.
Just
So
trade.
everybody that is advising me not to take the trade, I'm taking your advice. But if this thing goes my way, they are going to give me the take profit. If you don't go my way like this, you are giving me the take profit. And if I end up taking the trade and you stop loss, the person that advised you to take the trade, I'm going to give me my money back.
Don't worry,
This
all of us
particular
will pay
trade
you.
is not going to hit stop loss.
But really, guys, are you getting experience? Remember, I said there's no fear of missing out. You might be angry it goes your way, but there's no fear of missing out. I mean,
Coach,
ma,
so I'm seeing something.
all right, show me.
On 1 minute time frame, when you look at both GU and EU, using
Yeah.
looking at the RSI for divergence, you see that
Ah,
there is a divergence.
no.
Yeah.
I don't use RSI for my divergence. I use my chart. I don't use RSI.
Chat.
I use my charts, please. No indicator, please. God has delivered me from those things. I don't use RSI. But yeah, if you like the RSI, no problem. I mean, indicator.
The chat
Yeah,
speaks for itself.
exactly. The chart speaks for itself. Honestly, assuming GU did not sweep this low, everything about this trade makes sense. Like every single thing about the trade makes sense. Well, you'll be surprised. You see one long candle, you'll come down. You'll come down. It's so close now. But yeah, let's see what happens. Let's go to Let's see what USD JPY is doing. Well, USD JPY doing that thing. Um, let's see. Let's see. GA. Wow, GA looks good. GA looks good. See GA sweep above the eye, one standard deviation. Let's look at the left. Let's look to the left. What can we see to the left? Is there anything to the left? All right, we came into this, seems to come into this other block. But I feel when I want to sweep this eye and trade into this imbalance. But it makes sense actually. It makes sense in the reaction. There's no break of structure, is there? Until price can close below this low, because this low seems to me to be the last lower higher low. So higher low, this is not an higher high, this is not an higher low, this is an inducement. So it's low high, right? And then then create another higher high. So there's this break of structure here. All right. The only problem now is this guy is not leaving out any imbalance. It's just feeling everything as it's going. But looking at this 3 minute, very good PA. Low, high, break, came back into that imbalance, created a low, came back into this imbalance, broke the structure, kind of. Yeah, nothing on that asset. There was one trade on this guy. Let me see where it is currently. Who remembers this trade? This was one of my favorite trade. Last, I think some few weeks back. The one the 38. This trade paid me off. But yeah, let's see here's the card. Let's here's the card trade. Okay, I think here's the card. Let's see 15 minutes. Oh wow. Look at this. Above that eye, in the break of structure, if this close, probably price might reverse back into this imbalance. Man, I like this trade though, but I'm not a fan of USD cards, so I'm not trading. But I like the trade. We get this break, the price comes back into this imbalance, and I like this that I'm saying here. So I like this that I'm saying here. This seems to me like a balanced price range. And probably maybe the next class we'll be having, if I'm motivated enough, probably I will explain this balanced price range. But think about it. I first learned this from Rock Kuma. If you were once a student of IM Academy. You're a student of IM Academy. Let me look for something. Let me look for something. Now, let me see. All right. Now, when price was reversing to the downside here, this is an imbalance, right? This is an imbalance. What came back to fill that imbalance? This is another imbalance. Did price come back to fill that imbalance? I don't know how I will explain it to you perfectly. Because it seems to me that people are only concerned about the imbalance to the right. They are not concerned about the imbalance to the left. So what came back to fill that imbalance to the left? Like for instance, let's go back to that 15 minutes. I think what I was looking for in Shokoto was even inside my Shokoto. All right. So when price was bullish, right? Let's assume this guy did not form. Remember, you would have been looking at this imbalance to be filled. Right? Now, was this imbalance filled? Excuse me. Was this imbalance filled? This imbalance only left another imbalance. So price has to balance that place. So that's the concept of the balanced price range. Guys, please give me some minutes. Let me quickly attend to something. Guys, I'm back. I'm back. Some people are going to call them. So we are continuing on the call. It so happens to be that these are the things my masterclass guys are going to be enjoying lately. Yeah, makes sense. So we're looking at USD kind. All right, I was explaining balanced price range. So this imbalance and then this that then forms with this new imbalance is what we call the balanced price range. All right. So don't disturb yourself. Maybe it's something bigger. So like if you look at that, my EU last week. Let me go back to that EU. If you look at this EU last week, you can see this place. There's this imbalance here, and then there's this imbalance here. So those two together becomes is what they call the balanced price range. Nothing special. Then the fact that this USD card is dropping, it suggests to me that this EU might keep flying this morning. But then, no, not in a hurry. Take a trade. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, I see that now. I see that now. All right, so one of my guys, they sent me something that I was not aware of. Well, it is what it is. So it is what it is. If you look at, I switch this now to a line chart. If you switch this now to a line chart, I think on the 3 minutes, is it 3 minutes or 5 minutes now? Okay, I think the divergence from, all right, yeah. If you look at this now, you can see this created a low and this created the high. So yes, this guy actually diverged. But I did not see it, but I was correct. I was correct on everything that we were going to be waiting for the divergence in these ones here. I think that was what the person was telling me on RSI, right? You should have just said line charts, crying out loud. Oh my God.
Whenever you hear indicator like this, your head just lock up.
As I just said line charts. Well, the person that said RSI, I'm sorry, you are very correct. I'm so sorry for not listening to you.
No, there's
But
no
yeah,
problem. The line chart also, I think it's more correct sometimes when you are looking at divergence.
yeah, actually, yes. But then most of the time, I'm usually just on this candlestick. But yeah, it makes sense now. So right now, I'm going to be setting a limit on GU. Did I just say that? No, I did not say that. Ignore that I said that, all right? Ignore that I said that. So it makes sense if you want to take a risk. GU makes a lot of sense. Now, looking at, let's go back again so that you can know the one that will be more volatile. You can see that it was this one that made the high that pushed the more. So this one that made the high that pushed the more. So this was your better trade. But like I said, probably for me, there's no point on which one I'm going to be taking. I'm okay with any of the two. So looking at the candles, if GU can come back into this range here, into this place, then I'll be willing to take that trade. Let's see something. All right, yeah. If G were to come back into that place, then I'll be willing to take the trade. Look at that break of structure. Please, guys, are you gaining experience? Yeah,
Very well.
that was a very clean trade. So we're really correct. Or should I say we or I? Well, we're
You are
really
very
correct.
correct.
We're very correct on waiting for price to come into this place. Okay, so let's do a little bit of recap. Remember that we said we're not going to be taking this break of structure because of what? Timing was not in it. Now, time came, we saw this low below Asia range, and it was at what? 1 or 2. It was in between 1 and 2 standard deviation. That was where we found that imbalance. All right. So that imbalance, and then we're looking at price coming into that place and diverging, and price did come into that place and it diverged. So, guys, I guess that will be it from me today. But I'll still be waiting on price coming into this place, honestly. But that will be it from me today. On USD card, I'll still be waiting for USD card to come into this place. But I don't trade USD card. But I want to see it play out. I actually want to see it play out. All right. Before we leave, what else? Is there any other thing I've not gone over? Let's even play around. Let me play around a little bit with Bitcoin. Well, for Bitcoin, honestly, I wish I want to buy. If we have to look at everything we have been teaching so far, this to me seems to be what? This low here seems to be what? It is a sell side liquidity and it is also what? An inducement to me. All right. So let me just put it as a short-term low. So I'm expecting price to drop into this place and then what? Come into this imbalance. And I'll be willing to take Bitcoin at least into this imbalance here. Bitcoin should at least push into this imbalance here. So we are looking at price falling to around 2,500 or 2,300. So should be getting this. And of course, you can also use all of those same things for price. All the concepts I've been teaching you, aside the central bank dealers range and Asian range, you can use the same thing. Just wait for the opening price. When price gets to that place, you can wait for the opening price to take your lower time frame execution and wait for your price and time. All right, that would be Bitcoin. Okay. Is there any other thing that I've not gone over? Let me remove GU so that I can switch this guy to GU here. All right. So looking at GU, we're about eating that take profit. We're about eating that take profit. Let me see 3 minutes. Let me see if GU didn't give us a re-entry. So I wish this guy was going to come back. As a matter of fact, even if we spotted the SMT on GU, we didn't see a trade to take because, of course, I would have been waiting for this break of structure. I'll be waiting for the retest. I wouldn't just take the trade because I saw that divergence. I would have been waiting for that break of structure and then that retest. I would have even had my limits here. Probably adjust this week here. My stops below this low. My take profits, Asian high, that's 1 to 3.11. But yeah, this might still come back to play out. But let's see. And then even if I wanted to take a G and EU trade, well, I think EU would have given us that trade. But then the risk to reward wouldn't have been there for me. The risk to reward wouldn't have been there for me. It would have been somewhere here. This would have been my trade. It would have activated. My stop should have been somewhere here. And I feel that stop should have been too much for me. That's like a 7.5 pips. Well, yeah, it makes sense actually. I would have taken the trade. And then my target would have been here. Man, Asian high is now up to 1 to 3, so I wouldn't have taken that trade. I would not have taken that trade. I might actually even use the 1 minute imbalance. Probably, let's say somewhere here. I'd have taken the trade somewhere here or somewhere here. One of these two. And it's very possible price comes back into that place. Very, very possible. So if you were to look at this, probably the 50% of this last push down. All right. So let's say somewhere your target above that high. But yeah, even if we spotted the divergence, we might not have taken that trade. I might not have taken that trade. Okay. So guys, any question? Any question? All right. So in the absence of
You done on SNT that is separate.
I can't hear what you're saying, sir.
I said, is there any video you've done separately on SMT that explain the thing on details?
Any video? Yeah, there is actually. I think my friend during the last boot camp, My friend actually did explain divergence. In fact, he even did it better than I did. Better than I did. Where is the video now? If you go to the page, this harmonics, asset correlation and divergence. This asset correlation and divergence, they actually did go over this video. Go over it in this video. Like I said, SMC is the same thing with divergence. It's just the name that is different.
Okay, so thank you, sir.
All right, you're welcome. So for my guys that have paid for the masterclass, we're going to be sent tomorrow. Same time, same station. Phillip, cheers and God bless.
Please, is there class in the evening? Or is the boot camp ended?
Yeah, finally, officially, the boot camp has come to a close. I fulfilled all of my promises. I did a live trading call with you guys. I did a 3 section with you guys. Yeah, I think the only class next will be on Saturday when I'll be looking at when we'll be doing weekly mentorship. We'll be looking over at how price played out all through the week this Saturday. I'm not certain yet, but let's see the vibe I get today. Let's see my vibe. If my vibe takes the call, I'll take the call. And if it does not, I'll not.
Thank you very much. Oh, God bless you. I've really gained